I can't wait for that. But anyways, this is JUND mid-range. It's basically Rakdos with some fancy cards. Trying out a couple of copies of Invasion of Azgol here. Not sure if it's better than like 4th Power Word Kill or something along those lines, but it's a new card. Want to give it a shot. You can also kind of turn it on quite easily with like, if you have a creature in play and you play Invasion, the turn that you flip it, you get the counter on the backside because they sacked a creature, and then you also have like the front side of Kroxa and Fable tokens as well, and Liliana. So you have enough ways to kind of turn on the backside or get some counters off of it. But pretty standard stuff. Push, Thoughtseize, Bloodtithe Harvester, Fable. We've all seen these cards before. Sheoldred. Trying a little green splash here for Chariot and Glissa. Glissa's quite a potent blocker against stuff like Mono Green, and then Chariot's very good in the mirror match. Good against Rakdos, I should say. And then green also gives you access to Tear Asunder in the sideboard, which is potentially a good sideboard card because exiling is very important, and it's pretty versatile. Extinction Event, Noxious Grasp against green. That stuff's pretty usual. So, yeah, I mean, this is kind of just Rakdos with some extra steps, as it were, so nothing too fancy. All right, let's take a look at this hand. 2 Glissas, huh? This hand's kind of mid. It's not a turn 1 Thoughtseize, it's turn 2 Harvester. Yeah, it turns out splashing a 3rd color might not be free. I mean, it's got lands and spells. I'm gonna ship this, though. The mana's too awkward with that hand. Okay, this is much better. Yeah, Assassin's Trophy, Tear Asunder, Invasion of Azgol. What are some more ass-themed cards that we can play in our deck? This matchup is probably atrocious, by the way. Thankfully, we have Fatal Push for our Boreal Grazer, because how else would we win? If I did not have this Fatal Push, we would be stone cold dead to the Grazers, so. Yeah, I guess we're playing the Bank Bussy. Just like hoping that we find a creature to crew it next turn. Damn it, they found blue mana. Tilt. They're not supposed to find blue mana there. Alright, Fatal Push your Grazer. Get it out of here. I don't want to see it. Can't win this game unless I kill their Grazer. Maybe, just maybe, they didn't find Lotus Fields. Never that lucky. Get your Grazer out of here. Kindly leave. Take that Grazer and throw it in the trash. Alright, surely we can win this game, right? Surely we can win this game. Devbo, thank you for the 5. Chat, Joel's in the chat. Thank you very much. Joel's in the chat right now. 2 more turns, we'll be attacking for 4. You want to know what my next turn's going to be? Tap 4 mana, animate Hive of the Eye Tyrant, use Hive of the Eye Tyrant to crew Bankbuster. Bang! Take 4. Actually, I'll probably just draw a card next turn, but... See, the joke is there's not going to be a next turn. RCQ on Saturday, Gwenna or Boggles. I'd probably prefer to play Gwenna. Is there any updates? Is there any mom cards that you want to play in Gwenna? I'm playing an RCQ on Saturday as well. I'm going to be playing the 8 Pyromancer deck. I don't think there's anything in the new set that you want to play in Gwenna. I've looked over the set a couple of times, and I can't really recall anything. I guess Rona, yeah. Rona's pretty good in that deck. Rona's a human, right? So it's not a hit off Kinnan, but that's pretty marginal. It's still a good card. Yeah, the 8 Pyro deck is very good. I ended up replacing so the changes that I've made to the 5-0 list are I cut the of 1 Mind, and I'm trying out 1 Balmor, because with one thing that I realized with Meeting of Minds is you make a lot more tokens because you just have a free spell that you can tap 4 tokens for. So the deck naturally just makes a lot more tokens than it used to. So I think I like the 1 Balmor, and I'm also I want to cut the Fires of Victory for the 2nd Roast. So that's what I'm trying. I'm not sure about the 1 Balmor, but it's like good in theory, you know. Oh, love it. Take 1. Take 1. Take 1. Your turn. I'm still holding up Power Word Kill, but Yeah, first blood. Turn 5, I dealt my opponent 1 point of damage. You can power word kill Lear, right? It's not an angel, demon, devil, or dragon. What creature type is Lear? I have no idea. I honestly don't know. It's like a wizard or something. You're a wizard, Harry. It's a human wizard. Gotcha. You're a wizard, Harry. Yeah, it's definitely a demon. A demon to play against. Get it, Omegalol? I dead yet? Just kill me. Just get it over with. Just get it over with. The man had a family! Tomb is back on top of the cringe leaderboard. Am I really? Why am I being cringe? You're the one who's typing in Balmore jokes. How am I cringe? I haven't done anything cringe today. The wizard joke, maybe? No, the wizard joke was based. Definitely not cringe. I can't power word kill your omniscience. Alright, you win. I quit. Cool deck. Duress. Air ass. Don't got much else. Kinda want the bank bussies. How many removal spells do I want for Lear? I guess this card sucks ass too. I want to keep in all 3 power word kills. God, this matchup is just unwinnable, right? I guess, is Hearse better than power word kill against Lear? Because it's at least kind of a threat. JUND, ass, and bussy. JUND, ass, and bussy. Hearse shuts down spell mastery. Yeah, that's true. I think Hearse is better than power word kill against Lear. Corporate wants you to find the difference between these 2 pictures. That should be the deck name. JUND, ass, and bussy. Oh, if they dino me? I'll accept defeat if they dino me. How's that? I'll just accept defeat. Stream lagging? I mean, the bitrate is, like, perfect. There shouldn't be lagging. The bitrate's, like, absolutely perfect. So, it should be good. Hearse, Glissa, Shelly. I mean, that's, like, not a bad curve, but... Yeah, try restarting. I've been having some issues lately with specifically Twitch and Chrome. Like, okay, you know what's weird? And I don't know if this is a Chrome thing or if it's a Twitch thing, but I'll have the stream settings set to, like, 1080p, which is the source. And for some reason, it will, like, go in and out of 1080p, even though I don't have... Like, I don't have it set to auto, I have it set to source. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's kind of weird. I don't exactly know why that happens, but... And I don't know if that's like there's a Chrome thing with it, or... But it's only Chrome, and I try Firefox, it doesn't do that. It only happens on Chrome. Ooh, that's a much better play, I think. That's a really good draw step. If you click away... Yeah, that's what it is, right? If I, like, tab out, because I'll have Twitch tabbed, and then I'll tab out to, like, Twitter or something, and then I'll go back to the Twitch tab, and it'll like, it'll be at a lower quality, and then it'll kind of fix itself and go back to 1080p or something. That's what usually happens. Alright, well, I'm going to play Sheoldred. See if that's good enough. May or may not be. Would Lotus Field be unplayable if it had Shroud or Hexproof? You wouldn't be able to do degenerate stuff with it, but I don't think it would be unplayable. Like, I know Spike has played a lot with this deck, like, with this card, pairing it with, you know, Blood Sun and things like that. You're not trying... There are decks that play this that aren't trying to untap it, per se. So it'd be good in those style decks. But you wouldn't be able to, like, do this kind of shit with it, you know? It wouldn't be a broken combo deck. Is Lotus Field broken? Like, do you guys think that Lotus Field is a broken deck in Pioneer? Or do you think there's enough stuff that's good against it? I think there are enough good sideboard cards. Like, the deck is super powerful when it does its thing, but I think there are definitely good enough sideboard cards. And it adds, like, this other dimension. You know, you have to... Like, the thing about Pioneer is your sideboard is very taxed in terms of, like, you need very specific cards against Lotus Field, very specific cards against Rakdos, very specific cards against Blue-White, and not a lot of those cards overlap. So if you remove one of those pieces from the format, sideboards just get to be a lot more, like, streamlined, right? So I think that's the positive, is it makes your sideboarding decisions a lot more difficult. Or like the cards that you're adding to your sideboard. It makes you feel like you have more meaningful decisions in deck building. That's the way that I look at it. You're going to 2? Good luck with that. Does Damping Sphere overlap with Lotus and Mono Green? So people have like this predetermined notion that Damping Sphere is good against Mono Green, but I really don't think it is. I've never been a big fan of Damping Sphere against green. Yeah, if I had attack with the Hearse, can't keep them off of Spell Mastery. I didn't want to attack with the Hearse to play around Leer, because if they Leer, I can just eat their Hidden Strings, potentially, but definitely got punished, it looks like. Yeah, and that's the thing about Lotus, is if you're playing a deck that Goldfishes, that Lotus doesn't really have interaction, so... Okay... I dead? Okay... I'm not sure if this kills me, right? Because if they get Leer, they only have 2 Hidden Strings, so I can eat them both. Don't I just not give them Leer? Or don't I just not give them Omniscience, I say? And then if they play Leer, I just eat their 2 Hidden Strings? I guess they can go Leer, Omniscience, Hidden Strings? That could do it. Leer, Omniscience, Strings. Well, I don't know if it's deterministic through a Sheoldred, with them at 2. Hold the Beyond Omni DP. Leer, Omniscience, Behold. So they get Leer, Beholds. Oh, and then Behold gets Strings. Okay, yeah. So I guess I lost this, like, it's weird. Do you think, was I supposed to attack with Hearse and just assume that they would go to exactly 2? I don't know, it's different though. Like, if I attack with Hearse, maybe they obviously don't cast the second Pour, and it's like, their hand has to be exactly double Pour for me to punish. You know what I mean? There's like a lot of things that could go on, and I don't know. I don't know if attacking with Hearse was correct, but... Like, obviously it looks bad, but I have an untapped Hearse with 2 cards with them at 2, but I think it was correct to leave it untapped. I don't know. Omniscience, Cyclonic Rift, Hidden Strings. Can they cast this for Overload? Give them Omni Strings? Think so? Chat, how does this work? Can they play Cyclonic Rift for Overload or no? What is the text on Overload? It says, you may cast the spell for its Overload cost. If you do, change... It doesn't say cast from your hand, right? They can't, though? Why can't they? An alt cost. Oh, okay. I gotcha. They wouldn't need to Overload. I was just curious, because if they Overload, it bounces this. That's the difference. I still think I want to keep the Sheoldred in play. I'm just going to give them Omni Strings. Both Overload and Ultimatum gives alternative cost. Gotcha, okay. They have Leer in hand. Well, can I just Hearse their 2 Dark Petitions? Maybe that's not good enough. They only have 2 Dark Petitions in the graveyard, and they can't draw cards. Okay. Even if it wasn't an alternate cost, still couldn't. Kind of like how you have to have the mana. Okay, gotcha. I gotcha. What a weird game. That feels like death. Yeah, that feels like death. So they get Petition, Approach. Alright, you win. Damn it. Fine. Yeah, I can only eat 2 of the tutors, right? You got that. I don't have any merch. Merch would be a good idea, though. Alright, what kind of Giganta deck we working with? This deck, huh? Do we want to take Shark Typhoon or Big Score? Kind of want to take Big Score. Recommend Goy for this list? If only it was legal in the format. And then I would consider playing it. Kroxa. Tarmogoyf would be kind of based in Pioneer. A discarded Shark Typhoon. Kind of surprised at that. So they're holding up Negate. Alright, well, I got nothing to do anyways. Yeah, my hand is Thoughtseize proof. Oh, they have Negate Edict. The Bussy. Hmm. Why can't this say target player sacrifices a creature, planeswalker, or artifact? That's what I'm saying. I'll draw spells eventually. Yeah, Ingress Rampage. Not quite Ingress Rampage. I think in Book Dino Deck Go. The Spike version, we ended up going 4-1 twice and then 3-2. I mean, we know they have Negate. I'm going to try and wait to draw Thoughtseize. There's just no point casting us into Negate, I think. I'll at least get, like, wait one turn, but we're just going to get buried by this Bankbuster. You like Dono Thursday? I'm glad somebody does. Alright, I'm just going to play it now. Spike did stream today, yeah. Icy Wolf, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back. The mono red deck. Here, if you want to screenshot it real quick. Alright, I'll give you 5 seconds. Again, rough draft. Haven't played a single game with this yet, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, back. My turn. They have 6 cards in hand. One of them is a Sheoldred's Edict. Yeah, I don't know. I want that deck to be good, but no, there was Burgie in there. I think there was 4 Burgies, right? Yeah, 4 Burgies. There's 4 Burgies. Gotta play that card. But, like, that's the thing, is Urbrask is probably just worse than Burgie and or... Urbrask is probably worse than Burgie and Runaway Steamkin, so it's kind of weird. Playing Giganta? You're killing that thing. Get out of here. If you give a nice version, you let me know. I'm curious. I am super interested in playing that card. Like, the deck looks pretty cool. What are they doing? Are we... Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Still know they have Sheoldred's Edict. So if I Kroxa, they Edict me. So I think I'd rather them Edict the Glissa. Right? Looks like Hardcast Atraxa. They only have 1 treasure. Oh, they have the Giganta, right. Yeah. Yeah, we can never beat that. I mean, I could play it out, but... Game is over. Okay, bring in Duress. Bring in... There's not really a lot here. I guess Tear Asunder. Cut Fatal Push. I don't know how many Bankbusters I want. Invasion of Azgol is probably worse than Bankbuster. Grasp sucks. I don't think Consumes All is good. Let's try this. They're not really doing that much with the graveyard. No, why did you type the command? We had it at 69, and now 2 people typed the command, and now it's at 71. God damn it. I do know the opponent's list. They're playing, I don't know if they've made any changes, but this is the deck list that won I think the Sunday challenge. Might have been the Saturday challenge, but you can find it on Goldfish. Yeah, only one solution, restart it. Oh, you want to go to 420? Oh, I see. All right. Okay. And then 42069. Somebody has to type the command 42,069 times. Well, minus the 71 that we have, so. You better get started, chat. We got a long way to go. Oh yeah, 6969 is probably the best. I have to say Atraxa that many times. What if I just had a stream that was just 5 hours of me saying the word that word over and over and over and over again? Just 5 hours straight. That would probably work, right? Would you guys watch that content? Otterhouse says no. Thank you, Otter. That's the answer I was expecting. MTG Smasher Pass. No, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm just gonna play the Bank Bussy. And Machek? Ooh. I know they're gonna Fatal Push, but I don't really care. Not unless you play 5 different Atraxa decks during that time. Completely different. I could probably come up with 5 completely different Atraxa decks. Okay, I guess that was a reason to Thoughtseize. They have 2 cards in hand. I'm kind of down to just, like, keep the cards that I have. Like, my cards are all good, right? I want land 4 for Sheoldred. I want to keep Thoughtseize after they draw 2 cards, and I want to keep Tear Asunder for the back half. So I think I'm just going to keep all my cards. Although, if I play Sheoldred, they can transmogrify me. Maybe I just have to live with that. Then I can Tear Asunder the Atraxa. Yeah, this might be a little too greedy, but I'm just going to go for it. I think it's too good to not play Sheoldred here, or too good to play Sheoldred. I know I'm opening myself up to transmogrify, but this is certainly an aggressive line. They chose not to discard. That's not good. Oh, that's fine. Okay, I could beat that. Unless their last card's Fatal Push. Seems like it is. Can I discard this Thoughtseize now? Well, this is not ideal. They couldn't transmog with run reds. It's only a single red. They could have cast Transmogrified that turn if they had it. Okay, I think I have to draw a card. That was certainly the punish, but I'm just going to kill this Fable. And then when this one flips, I can Power Word kill it. Yeah, they're playing Gigantha, so they don't have creativity. They're just the Transmogrify version. Surely they didn't draw Transmogrify, right? Alright, somebody wanted it more. Somebody just wanted it more. My opponent for wanting it more. Why did we kick? We didn't kick. What do you mean? I drew a card with Bankbuster and then cast the Tear Asunder. Yeah, something. Classic skill issue. Just me, or has Pioneer been more frustrating lately? I mean, when your opponent draws like that, it's more frustrating, but... There's literally nothing I could do that game. But that's just good beats. That's how it be sometimes, you know? Do I even want to cast the Kroxa? We'll discard the boat. I mean, surely it didn't draw another Greasefang, right? Surely they didn't draw another Greasefang. I can't be that unlucky. Oh, they drew Parhelion. That's even worse for me. So they have these 3 cards in a boat. That gets the Liliana. Alright. You ready? What are the odds they draw Greasefang next turn? Like 100%, right? 1000% drawing Greasefang. Does not look like they drew Greasefang. Looks like a salvage. I guess they would hold up the salvage. Witherbloom Command. They did not get a land back. So they're going to play Pathway, and then if they draw a land, they can Chariot. It's not bad. I'm going to play this so I can discard the Deathcap Glade, because I kind of want the castle in play. Why do you say good beats in situation what's so classically described as the poker with some bad beats? I don't know, it's just like... That's kind of the joke, right? What's mythic with your vehicle's Imperious Sword deck on Arena? Awesome, so yeah, I saw that you tweeted that. Glad that you're liking it, having some success with it. So I can't Kroxa them unless I draw a red source. Oh no, I have the Fable, right? But I'm still gonna discard both. Like, those cards aren't that good, so... So we can go attack here, get a thing, and then I guess Kroxa them. Red, black, black, red. 2, 3, 4, 5, done. Here. So their hand is what? Their hand is Boat Chariot, right? So they discard Boat. Play Chariot next turn. Although Chariot does not necessarily deal with the Kroxa, so... Yeah, the deck's really good, Silveroak. Deck has been very, very good to me. I actually crafted the cards that I was missing as well. Crafted the Ancient Imperiosaurus, and I played a little bit with it in Explorer. It's pretty good. Do I attack with the Shaman token? I don't think so. It lets me play the Harvester this turn, which is kind of nice. Actually, yeah, I don't mind attacking. Because if they crew the Chariot, they're taking a minimum of 6 damage this turn. So, I think it's fine. Yeah, the combo finish is nice, for sure. When it happens, it's great. Getting to double spell here is huge. We are dead if they draw exactly Greasefang. There's nothing I can do about that. I feel like if we get to untap, the game's over, but... yeah, I can't stay away too. Or I guess, like... yeah, they can't salvage into it, because they can't... if they draw salvage, they have no cards in hand, so they can't have land Greasefang. Alright, they scooped. Cool. We finally got a game, chat. Let's bring in 3 hearses. Noxious Grasp for Greasefang. Everybody always asks me to bring in Hidetsugu Consumes All against Greasefang when I play against them. But, like, you have to play it on turn 3, and then you don't get to exile their graveyard until turn 4. It's just, it's way too slow. Way too slow. Liliana stinks. Bonecrusher stinks. Invasion of Azgol stinks. And maybe cut the Bussy. Looks good to me. I could maybe cut Chariot, but it's like kind of nice to have my own Chariots to help, trade with theirs. Like if I can keep them off Greasefang, we can kind of just, they play a Chariot, I play a Chariot, they attack, we trade, and then we kind of just do some shit, so. This Consumes All even good in Pioneer. It's very good against mono white. Extremely good against mono white. But past that, it's like there's not a ton that it's that good against. I think Chapter 1's good enough against white. Yeah, Boggles too, I guess. But there's not that much Boggles. Like, if the card was only good against Boggles, I certainly would not play it in my sideboard. Hand's great. I keep. Yeah, it's decent against Spirits, right? They have Wanderer, Rattlechains, and the Curious Obsession, so it's not that bad against mono blue. Yeah, I guess that's true. But, like, there are some draws out of mono white where it's nuts, right? If they go 1-drop and then double 1-drop, you just end their whole career. So I think it's good. It's good some of the time against white. How much do I care about this Liliana? I guess I have Noxious Grasp for the Chariot, so... the Liliana's kind of annoying. What's up, Raptor? Pathways in a 3-color deck? I don't think they're that bad. We don't have a ton. I think we only have like 2 pathways, right? How many total pathways am I playing? Yeah, I'm playing 4, I guess. In my 25 land deck. I think that's okay. I think you can give me 4 pathways. Ooh. Yeah, it's also possible that, like, 3-mana sorcery speed spell that's very conditional is not even that good against spirits. Go to Thoughtseize the Chariot there. I don't care about the Chariot. I have Grasp. Why do I care about Chariot? I'm just discarding the Thoughtseize. Go to Combat. Because if they crew, I can Tear it. Yeah, I just don't think the Chariot matters that much here. It's so easy for me to overpower the 2/2s. What's up, Bleach Chow? Doing good. Alright, I'm going to Tear the Chariot, I think. And then post-combat play Glissa. I guess this is a little... okay, this was bad, because now if they have Boat, I'm kind of screwed. I should have played the Noxious Grasp and saved this for Boat. That was definitely bad. Because now I'm screwed if they have Boat. Didn't think about Boat. Yeah. As soon as I did it, I realized it, and I was like, okay, I don't care about that. That's fine. I guess I should hearse myself a little bit. No, that's worse if I draw Kroxa. What's up, Todd? Okay, that flips. I wish this deck could play a companion, but unfortunately it cannot. Do we fire up the Glizzy? Yeah, I think we can fire up the Glizzy. Kind of want to draw a card. Try and find a Sheoldred or something. Jump block. Alright, let's just play my own Chariot. Cut Shelly, play Gigantha. No, I'm good. Throw you quad block there. Quad block with 4 2/2s against a 3/3. I first strike 3 of them, and then what happens? It did find the Boat. This game's gonna get a lot harder now. Yeah, I'm probably going to lose this game because I just used the wrong removal spell last turn. Or the turn that I killed the first Chariot. That was a mistake. First strike 2. How do I first strike 2? It has first strike Death Touch. Yeah, but doesn't it assign lethal damage to 3 of them, which would be 1 damage each? Isn't that how it works? I thought that's how it worked, no? I actually don't know how it works. I thought you could, so if they quad block, you can assign 1 damage to 3 of them, I thought. I assume that's how it worked. Yeah. Pretty sure. Alright, I think we have to trade here. Twitch chat is wrong. Never in the history of Magic. Alright, never punished. Literally never, ever punished. I mean, let's just shove, right? Yeah, let's just shove. This is bad if they draw Thoughtseize, I guess. Because they can Thoughtseize the Power Bird kill and then crew the boat. I don't know if they would keep in Thoughtseize against me, though. Yeah, I'm cool with these trades. I'm cool with these trades. I could Noxious Grasp a 2/2, but I'd rather have them crew up the boat. It will just not have Thoughtseize. God damn it. Why did I say anything? Why did I say anything? I just had to open my frickin' mouth. Well, if I Noxious a cat, they just crewed the boat anyways. I could have Noxious the cat on my turn, but probably not a double spell in response. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm just, like, going too fast. No, you're right. You're right. Yeah. You are 100% correct. Although, with them having Greasefang in hand, they probably wouldn't have crewed in response. Right? Because they had another creature. So, you are correct, but they wouldn't have crewed in response. Yeah, Greasefang would have blown me out, too. That's a good point. Okay, well, I just have to hope that they cannot find a creature. We almost have a 2-turn clock. If they draw land, we're kind of chilling, right? Kroxa would be an insane draw. Oh, no, I boarded out Kroxa. Oh, that's why I should have been eating with the hearse the whole time. I boarded out Kroxa, didn't I? I didn't cut Kroxa? I should have cut Kroxa. Well, I thought I did. They will simply not draw a creature. They will simply not draw a creature. God damn it. The new Kroxa looks nice. It's even a spell, so they can attack me for 8, put me to 3. They're still dead to Kroxa, unless they leave this back. They're dead to Kroxa anyways, right? Because they're a 5. So Kroxa kills them. Kroxa? That almost does it, but not quite. Alright, we'll go to game 3. I threw that game pretty hard. Alright, game 3. Did you know that streaming is hard? I don't know if you knew that, chat, but streaming is very hard. Okay, keep this. I think I have to play Castle on turn 1, right? I know I don't have green mana, but I do have Power Word Kill and Fable, so I think this hand's fine. Vessel. It's kind of sort of a punish, but I'm going to play the Hive here. So I can still play this on 3 to play Fable. I might just, like, YOLO and hope they don't hit exactly a vehicle off of this. Yeah, I'm probably just going to YOLO. There's some times that you... I mean, I could do nothing, but... No, doing nothing is bad. It's just, like, it's so good to play the Fable here. I know if they hit a vehicle, it sucks, but they didn't, so we're fine. Sometimes you just have to gamble against Greasefang when you're in these spots. You know, like, I could hold up removal the whole game, but then I'm like, I don't have a good play next turn. I don't even have green mana, so, like, I can't get green mana if I just pass. So I think it's a lot better to just do this. They chose Liliana of the Veil. Okay, that doesn't do anything. I'm surprised they're playing this over Liliana. Why would they do that? Why on earth would they play this and not Liliana there? Huh? Interesting. Well, I think I'm not discarding anything. I think I like my hand. Yeah. Could just go Noxious Grasp here. Attack for 2, play Glissa. Yeah, I don't really understand why they wouldn't play Liliana there. Kind of weird. Because now if they Liliana Edict me, I could just sack this and just go to town with Glissa. They could, in theory, have untapped land, Thoughtseize myself, take Parhelion, play second Greasefang, but, you know, good beats. If that is their hand, then I accept. I will admit defeat. Oh yeah, third Greasefang, excuse me. You're right. Third Greasefang. I think I'm gonna start by attacking. We have 2 answers to the Chariot, so even if they have Thoughtseize plus attack, it doesn't matter that much. Okay. You are allowed to block. I guess this means they have second Chariot. Sure, that's fine. I accept the block. I'll cast this. And then I'll play this. I guess we don't have 2 answers to a boat. Because, yeah, that's true. Because, well, we could attack with the Goblin Shaman token next turn, I guess. But I don't think I'm supposed to use Power Word Kill. I guess the other line was attack with both. They crew, cast, Power Word Kill, then hold up Tear Asunder. Okay. Edict me. I think I'll just sack the Goblin Shaman token. Uptick. I could discard Power Word Kill and then use the green mana to kill the Liliana with Tear Asunder. I think that's fine. We'll see what we draw to. Alright, end of turn. Let's get Chariot Greasefang. My turn. Okay. Let's go copy here. I could animate the Hive, but then I go shields down on the Tear Asunder. Let's do it this way. Let's go Glissa, attack them. Copy, attack Liliana. And then if they don't block the Glissa, I can just remove 3 counters. And then if they do block, I can Tear Asunder. And I'm just not attacking with the original Goblin, so I can keep it in play to copy next turn. Alrighty. I accept. Still accept. I mean, with the Hearse in play, I'm not worried about them having Greasefang. I am worried about them having Boat, though. I could just let them uptick and discard Haunted Ridge. Honestly, that's probably fine. Because I really want to hold this for Boat, you know? I'm very, very worried about them having Boat. Because they had a Thicket last turn, right? Which means they couldn't have cast Boat. So that's a card they definitely could have in hand. They discarded Shrine. True, that is a good point. So I guess if they had Boat, they could have cast it last turn, but... yeah, that's a good point. True. But I just, like... I don't really care about the Liliana. I have a lot of stuff going on. I don't think I care too much about this. Like, I care way more about them having Boat, you know? I'll just sack this. EOT, eat, I guess these 2. Hello, Moto? Okay, not a lot of cards in the graveyard. And by not a lot, I mean 0 cards in the graveyard. Alright, why don't we do this? Let's fire up Hive. No, you can't copy Kroxa because it's legendary. I'm going to send Hive at Liliana and this at them. Hive's going to eat Vessel. Alright, they're letting that happen. I will, I guess, draw a card. Sure. Alright, Liliana down. And I guess I'll just play... no, I'm going to pass. So I could play Kroxa here, but the issue with playing Kroxa is if they go EOT... play Kroxa, they discard Parhelion. Or... no, I play Kroxa, they respond, cast Abrupt Decay, discard Parhelion, draw Greasefang, right? So that's like a way I could lose this game. And I think if I just chill, I don't really see how I can lose this game. It's extremely unlikely, but I feel like I'm far enough ahead that I can afford to just kind of chill for a little bit. It's not like I'm getting back the Kroxa next turn anyways. What happens if you copy a creature vehicle? So like a Bankbuster, you get a uncrewed vehicle, which is kind of sick with Bankbuster because you can go copy Bankbuster, EOT, draw a card, untap, draw a card. So it's just like a way to keep getting more, a way to keep the cards flowing, which is kind of cool. Glissa is so good. It's a card that I feel like should have more of a home than it does. Such a good card. Jump block. Okay. Jump block, I accept. Discarding can't stay away. But a shock here. Hold up Tear Asunder. Again, I don't really think I can lose, so might as well play super safe. What do we got? Greasefang opponent. Alright, you can have a Rafine's Informant. I accept. Which one? There's two of them, right? There's like the one with kind of like the white border, and then there's also, I don't know what the names, I know they're named differently, but they both look pretty good. They have 5 card types. Can I keep them off of the... I only have 1 creature, right? Yeah. I could, but I want to hold up the hearse anyways. Or the one that my friend let me borrow for San Diego. Still don't own that card. I refuse to buy it. Yeah, you can crew with Kroxa before the sack trigger goes off. You probably had to... Maybe you didn't have, like, full control on or something. You probably have to have full control on. I want to see the other one. The other one that I'm talking about. Alright, what you got? So I'll take this. What card do I refuse to own? Sheoldred, it's too expensive. Too expensive for my budget. Well, I mean, I could buy them, but, like, I don't know. It's a lot of money to own. This is the one that I had. This is the one. I actually like this one quite a bit. If I were to buy them, this is the version that I would buy. I love this version. Looks super good. Villa, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome back. Card's not worth Ragavan money. It's pretty damn close. I used to own Ragavans. I sold mine. I sold my Ragavans a while ago. Fable? Not a Fable. 29 apiece. That's pretty good. It really is, yeah. Ragavan is essentially a 1-mana Sheoldred. Okay. So, I think for mana considerations, I want to go Power Word Kill, Untap, Slam Chariot. I know that, like, Invasion is a better card, but I really need to jam the Chariot here, I think. This thing bounce any permanent, spell or permanent. This card's good. So they played Canal and one of the pathways. Discarding Spike Fields. So they can divide by 0 my Chariot. Okay. And wondering if your whole creativity can cut creativity. I mean, the nice thing about playing creativity is it gives you the out of potentially just doing the thing super fast, you know? That's the nice thing about playing it. Like, in the fair matchups, creativity is not that good, and you frequently sideboard out quite a few of them. But it is nice to be able to have access to that in, you know, when you need to, like, just kill your opponent on turn 4 or 5. So that's kind of, that's definitely the upside of playing creativity. It's like against Lotus Field and Mono Green, you kind of have to have creativity. You're not going to beat them in a fair game. Sheoldred would be a sicko draw here. Or anything to crew the Chariot. Eh. So we go black-red. Use sack. Let me have Fatal Push up for Hall. Well, they can't activate Hall next turn anyways, but... Having the Worm and God in the sideboard in the Hulk version. That could be another way to approach that, too. It's like, game 1, you're on Hulk or Atraxa, whichever one you think is better in terms of, like the value plan, and then you just sideboard into Worm Xenagos against Green and Lotus. The only problem is Worm Xenagos is really only good if you also have Big Score, and the Gearhulk version doesn't really want to play Big Score, because it's only trying to set up creativity for 1. So it's like, would you want to main deck Big Score, or just sideboard Big Score? You know, it's kind of weird. Right, that's true. It's only trivial if you're playing with Big Score. Which... I think I'm attacking the Invasion. I think. Does that sound right? Evan Golden, thank you for the Prime. I appreciate that. Hope you have a good day today. So I guess now if they find creativity, they can target the treasure token. If they find a land, you think they fire up the hall? Alright, well, looks like they did not find a land. Technically working, but making Pioneer decks instead. That's the best part of working. Alright, going to 7 here is a little sketchy, but we do have Fatal Push for the hall, so... Alright, Castle. I'm going to attempt to attack Invasion. Surely they didn't draw Gearhulk, right? That would be very bad. So, I think, Seth, you would be the week after next week. Because I already, when you submitted it, I already had 3 in the queue. So you would be not next week, but the week after. But I did get your deck list. The Donoku's been popping off lately. I don't think I'm going to activate Castle again, am I? I don't think so. I'm content with just attacking for 6. Maybe I should, but... Okay, let's cast Kroxa first. See if they do anything. I mean, if they have Gearhulk, they're not going to respond here. They're going to wait till combat, but... They also might counter this. Oh yeah, the sign's awesome. I love the sign. Alright, so... we are going to let this happen. Would you ever Fatal Push your own Kroxa here? I'm thinking about it. They discarded Make Disappear. I think their last card is probably Torrential Gearhulk. 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, we can just blow them out, right? Fatal Push here. Flashback with 2 up. They can't... well, yeah, they can't counter it because their only counter spells Make Disappear. They play the Gearhulk, and then I can Invasion the Gearhulk. I think this works out pretty well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did it as a sub goal, so we hit a certain sub goal, and that's when we bought the sign. Sokin's on. Okay. So let's Invasion you. I sack a token. And I guess we only attack with this. I guess this is now a little bit dicey against the hall. Yeah, it's a little dicey against the hall. That is true. Maybe it was worth keeping the Fatal Push and just not playing the Kroxa this turn. It just represents so much damage, right? They're at 15. I'm going to attack them, actually. I don't think I want the second invasion. Oh, it's got Menace. It's got Menace. Illegal block declared. Get a counter on that. So if they draw land, they can fire up the hall. Might double block if they fire up hall. It's pretty good. Destroying with Red Black Midrange, Reanimator, and Standard decks. Oh, like the Atraxa versions? Yeah, those decks are great. Yeah, you can block in paper. Okay, so let's go play this tapped. 1, 2, 3, draw a card. It's a pretty good one. Just attack with Kroxa, probably. I could send the Bonecrusher, too. We're at 13, because it's a lethal attack if I send the Bonecrusher. And then I can have this to chump block hall if they go for it. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So they go to 10, they have to block, and then I play Sheoldred. No, I don't think I want to attack the battle. I want to leave back the Ashen Reaper to chump block hall. And now, they actually can't, if they brick, they can't really draw more cards off the Fable. And I just want to make sure I leave enough blockers back for the hall. What was... Oh, I thought this only triggered if you sacrificed a permanent. I didn't realize that. What's up, Taimu? It's going alright. Reaper at battle is free. No, it was only 3 power at the time. This thing has 4 defense. It only had 3. It only had 3 power when I went to do it. I went to 4 end step, but if I attack, then I don't have an extra blocker back. Minotaur battle. Bonecrusher? I'm confused. Oh, I guess Bonecrusher. No, because they don't have to block at that point. The attacking them for 10 was a lethal attack. The whole point was I needed them to chump block that turn. That was the whole point, right? If I send Bonecrusher at the battle, they don't have to block. Yeah, I guess then they just died as Sheoldred at that point. Sure. I mean, it's pretty marginal, but that's fair. That's fair. All right, so I definitely want Hearse because they're the Gear Hulk version. Duress good. I don't think Hidetsugu is that good. Kind of want the Bankbuster too. I'm just gonna cut the invasions and the fatal pushes. I think I don't mind keeping the power word kills. Maybe I can shave one of them. 3 is a lot. Let's cut 1. I know it's good against Gear Hulk, but have I tried Tyvar in JUND mid? I think we did when the set first came out, but I haven't experimented a lot with it since then. Tyvar is a card that's very powerful with with Bloodtithe Harvester, but it's really hard to like take a turn off to do that kind of stuff. You're better off just playing more like just generic mid-range cards. Okay, this hand's good. Put back Bonecrusher. Classic Motobug. Yeah, like when you read Tyvar, it reads really powerful, but I think the card it's good in certain decks if you're abusing the graveyard. Like the Tyvar sack decks are very good, but I don't think it's particularly good in maybe I should have went Tapland Thoughtseize there. Now I'm kind of committed to playing the Hearse. But yeah, it's really only good in decks that are utilizing the graveyard in a meaningful way. So, you know, those Tyvar sack decks, I think it's very good in. Yeah, it's good in Rota too. But you have to be kind of abusing the card. You can't just play it like as a fair, it's not really a fair mid-range card. That's not really what its intended use is, if that makes sense. It's like okay with Kroxa, but then your down tick on Tyvar is just a Raven's Crime. Is that even that good? It's fine, but you're not getting a ton out of it at that point. I want to block if they attack. Yeah, especially with second Fable in hand. And then I could use the Stomp to kill the flipped Fable. Likely discarding the Kroxa to the Fable, depending on what they do, of course. But yeah, the -3 does fuel the graveyard, so okay. So they have another Fable. Eat that. Okay, let's discard Kroxa Blooming Marsh, because I really want an untapped land. Untapped land acquired. So I can go Thoughtseize plus Stomp this. Could also go Stomp this, play Harvester, but then I'm not Thoughtseizing this turn. Could also Thoughtseize Fable. Honestly, Thoughtseize Fable might be the best line. Let's start off with Thoughtseize. See what they do. Divide, Creativity, Opus, Disappear. It's quite a hand. That is quite a hand. So whatever spell I cast, they're just going to make disappear unless I take it. But I'm not sure I can afford to take make disappear. I think I want to take the creativity. Yeah, let's take creativity. Casting this now to make them use the treasure. If you don't take creativity, they get to opus you. No, because I have Hearse in play. So it wouldn't matter, but like I can let them have creativity. The issue is my hand's not really good at beating a 5/6, Like if they just go, attack, make a land drop and make 2 5/6s, yeah, I can Hearse their targets, but I just can't beat 2 5/6s. But they don't the 5/6s don't get any value because of the Hearse, right? I guess if they creativity for 3, they can target Hearse and their own stuff, but then I just Hearse in response, right? But now they get to have the flip Fable. This is going to be a tough game to win. They have a Foretold card? What could that be? I'm not used to these decks playing Foretold cards. I'm assuming it's the counterspell, right? It's gotta be. Think it's Behold? Could be Behold too, yeah. Target their instance. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. I mean, I'm just going to play the spells that I'm allowed to play, but I don't really think it's going to be good enough. Could have played Fable, but I think I have the double spell there. Oh, actually, you're right. Now that you mention it, I think there was 2 Beholds in McNamara's sideboard. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing that. It's a good sideboard. It's like a fine sideboard card. I don't know if it's better than Dig Through Time, though. I guess in the post-board games where you expect your opponent to have Graveyard Hate for Gearhulk, Dig Through Time is worse. So, yeah, kind of, but... yeah, it's that one's for the grindy matchups. The classic Spike Tweet. That one right there. That one right there is for the grindy matchups. Okay, that's fine. I still have Opus in hand. They're just gonna hardcast this shit, right? Not this turn, but... I don't really have a choice. I think I'd rather protect the hearse. Looks like Prismari Command if I had to guess. Kill this, Shatter. That is fine. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Didn't think we'd get this far. Alright. Cool. I'm in. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, that was kind of strange, right? That was kind of strange. If 4 cards, one's an Opus. Alright, copy here. Kill this. I don't think I sacked the other Harvester. I think I just played another Fable. Poochers. I'll look on 7TV and see what Poochers looks like. I think I have to hold the hearse up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. They still can't cast Opus next turn. This is, like, honestly a winnable game. It's an FFC emote. Well, it might still be on 7TV, right? I'll look. Change. Because some of the FFC emotes are still on in 7TV. Oh yeah, no emotes found. Rip. No Poochers. Feels bad, man. Chat, I am very sorry to inform you that we do not have access to Poochers. Franker Facey, I think it's kind of like Better T. It's another extension. There's a bunch of different extensions, but it's similar to Better TV and 7TV, just a different extension. FFZ's nuts. Classic Tom. It's probably better than Better TV, but I don't think it's better than 7TV. Wait, we can just Kroxa them this turn. Alright, thoughts here. Give me your thoughts on copying Bloodtithe Harvester. Cool with that? Alright, kill your reflection. Cool with that? Are we cool with that? How much mana do I have? They're at 17. They have 6 mana. They can flash in a Gearhulk. How about I just only attack with the Goblin Shaman token? Or better yet, I should have played Kroxa pre-combat and just shocked. If I Kroxa pre-combat and shock and they have a counterspell, then I could just slam the Harvester in there. But yeah, they very likely could have a counterspell. I'm still gonna jam the Kroxa. 2, 3, 4, 5. But I would not be shocked if they had a counterspell for this. I think that's fine, though. Divide by 0, bouncing the hearse? I'm going to leave these 2 cards in the graveyard. Yeah. Because I want to exile them again with the hearse if I eventually replay it. So I guess they have a second divide by 0? Is that what this means? I'm so confused. I don't know what's going on here, chap. Discard mascots. We still know they have Opus. I guess I will shock to loot a Bankbuster away. I think that's fine. So I guess they're going to go land Opus, kill these 2, make a 4/4, but the 4/4 doesn't really contest the Kroxa that well. Yeah, they could have just bounced the Kroxa on the stack, right? This thing returns spells. Yeah. I feel like that would have been better. They could have, I don't know. Looks like it's tapped. Okay, sure, that's fair. They could do it on my turn. Yeah, that's a good point. So they can tap the Kroxa. True, true, true. So they go kill Fable, kill Harvester, tap Kroxa, tap Goblin Shaman token. Well, they don't even... The Hearse doesn't matter. They're just going to hardcast the Opus, right? The Hearse isn't even relevant anymore. I could die from the Hall attack. Yeah, that's a good point. This is all presuming they have an untapped land, which... Yeah, I also kind of think they have Gearhulk because they did bounce the Hearse, so Gearhulk would also make sense. So their hand could be Opus and Gearhulk. It's going to be pretty hard to beat both those cards. But I guess they shocked to leave their options open for casting either Opus or Gearhulk. Well, they're casting something. There's no way they're cycling Opus, and then... Isn't it better to just hardcast Opus this turn, and then Gearhulk next turn? I don't really understand that. They could have just hardcast Opus this turn. Is that Hearse? True. That is a good point, because I guess I would replay the Hearse. They're also doing it on their turn, which is pretty good for me. Because now I can attack with the Kroxa. Although they could just take a hit from the Kroxa. Okay, discard, I guess, Bankbuster. Okay, that is not ideal. Yeah, maybe they simply just don't want to win. Have we considered that? Okay, Duress is better because I have to take damage. So let's start there. Take a peek, see what's going on over there. Creativity divide. Okay. So take creativity. Thoughtseize divide, go to 8. Attack with Kroxa, lose the Mutavault, they go to 10. They can double block, but then I trade for Gearhulk. I could also attack with the Goblin Shaman token in the event that they do double block. So let's think about this. If I attack with both, discard Mutavault, go to 10. They put Elemental on Goblin Shaman token, take 6, go to 4. Yeah, the Hall would be an issue too. Okay, let's just attack with Kroxa then, because I can always get it back next turn. Not a huge deal. See, I think if I attack with both, I don't think they double block. I think they just put the Elemental here and take the rest. You know what I mean? And that's kind of an issue if they do that. I'm okay with just casting the Kroxa next turn, I think. And I'll just play Bankbuster and probably loot away the blood token. But this is okay. They have an Elemental and a Hall, but I can flash this back next turn. We're going to animate Hall. If they attack with both, I think I'm going to trade Bankbuster for the 4/4 and go to 1. Going to 1 is a little sketchy against Spikefield, but I think I like this. I could have drawn a card first, but I'll go to 1. You ever just go to 1 before? You ever just go to 1 before? Like if you bounce Kroxa, you have a lot of time if you hardcast Opus. Yeah. They could have done some different things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go there. They drew a land. So I don't quite have lethal, right? Yeah, not quite lethal, but... Alright, please don't draw Spikefield Hazard. Please don't draw Spikefield Hazard. One time. There's no way they play with Fire. Come on. Keeping Reflection back. Well, the thing is they have no cards in hand, right? No! God damn it. Well, they didn't draw Spikefield Hazard. Alright, game 3. Nah, it wasn't a slow roll. Come on. It cast it pretty quickly. Yeah, I guess I could have chump blocked the 4/4 instead of going to 1, but I don't know. I think that's like their only out, right? I don't even know how many Spikefields they play. They do play 4 Prismari commands, though, most of the time, so... Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only Prismari command, right? Because they had a Spikefield in play. I don't know how many of those they play. This is the classic, just Thoughtseize double Bonecrusher beatdown draw. Does it Opus kill me? No, they only had 6 lands in play. They couldn't. They had 6 lands and 6 lands, no cards in hand, so they couldn't play Opus. And this hand's got quite a few tap lands in it. We call these Temple of Tilts. Well, they mulled the 5 and we Thoughtseize their Fables, so I'm feeling okay. Their hand is not particularly good against double Bonecrusher Giant. I'm just gonna stomp them now. I know that looks weird, but it's just a free 2 damage because I'm gonna cast this next turn. Okay. Alright, I guess that's a better play. I guess that one is better. Should a Lucher deck run Leyline of Singularity? Which one's Singularity? I actually don't know which one that is. Oh, everything is legendary? Just for the lulz. Nice. It does count your opponent's permanents too, so it's probably fine. Kind of want to keep both of these. Just like get super aggressive here. Like it counts their stuff too, so they can't have 2 Ragavans in play. Thank God my opponent cannot have 2 Ragavans in play. I guess we're just playing Glissa here. Because this is the best line if they have creativity. Because this thing still attacks past the Gear Hulk. Yes, they have Shivan Reef, Disdainful Stroke, 1 unknown. Likely not creativity, because they probably would have cast it there. What's up, Shortfang? Always disrespect my surroundings. Every single day of my life, you already know. Why did they board in Stroke? Well, we showed them Sheoldred game 1, so... draw a card. Thalia Gitrog deck. I would recommend checking out the stream from yesterday. We did play quite a bit of Thalia Gitrog. Did you board in Stroke just for Shelly? Well, the thing about their deck is their removal spells all deal 3 damage, so they don't really have a good way of killing Sheoldred. Outside of just countering it, I guess, but, you know. We went 3-2 with Thalia, and every time I cast that card, it was kind of cracked. So I don't know if the deck is necessarily great, but Thalia and the Gitrog monster is a hell of a magic card. It was extremely powerful every time I cast it. Alright, let's get a 3-2 prediction going. Chat, Gamba. Gamba is now live, yeah. The JUND 3-2, always alive when you're playing JUND. It would be a fitting end if we 3-2'd this. We're confirmed. Alright. So, cool. We're going to go to tabletop then. I didn't realize that Untap was sold out. Anyways, apologies for the delay. I will keep. But we're in, chat. Hacker bands, we're in. We are in. You're stealing my mother's maiden name. Please don't. Spiritu. Spiritu. I'm glad we haven't run into Angels yet with our 3 Power Word Kills main deck, so... Wanderer, Lofty, Land. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna JUND 5-0 this shit. Spectral Sailor. What's up, Shane? How you doing, buddy? Card may or may not have 16 digits. Cannot confirm or deny. I'm just going to use this now so they can't draw Rattle Chains. They just let it die? Kind of surprised. And I don't want to use this because... yeah. No, I think I'd rather just like... Well, that's a disaster. Although, if they don't find a land, then we can go PWK and then pay for this one. Well, if I use Stomp, they just sack, right? At 13, huh? We know they have Lofty. So... I guess I need to play an untapped land here. Just so they can't sack this Wanderer. Wait until they rattle. We know their last card's Lofty. But I need to use my removal spell on their upkeep. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go here, pass, and then I'm going to upkeep Power Word Kill, make them use the Lofty. You and me both. Bart Grab, thank you for the 5 months, buddy. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day today. Thank you very much for the 5, Bart. All right, I will not pay. So please don't draw... So we need them to not draw Geistlight Snare or land plus chains / Lofty. There's also a chance that I just play Sheoldred. Oh, I mean, that works too, right? Well, doesn't work if they drew Lofty. I should play an untapped land here in case they drew a Spectral Sailor, right? I think I'm just going to try to light all their stuff up now. I guess I was supposed to lead on... Power Word Kill, maybe? I just want to kill their stuff now, I think. Well, they don't have Rattle Chains available. In general, against Spirits, I just like shotgunning all my removal against them. Yeah. They did have the Spectral Sailor. Okay. Well, please don't draw another counterspell. I don't know why. I must have missed the tabletop one. Honestly, I'd rather go to tabletop anyways, because tabletop is closer to me. But I must have just missed it when I was looking at the schedule. I thought it was only untapped this week. All right, Shelly, take me home, baby. Take me home. Shelly in a dream. All right, go to 5. But then we gain a light. We gain 2 more on the draw step, so we're only taking 1 a turn, essentially. And if they draw a card, they're taking 2 more, so... Thinking about it more, even if I had led with Power Word Kill the turn that I cast Bonecrusher Giant, if I stomp the Mausoleum Water, they still just sack it, so... I, like, in theory, could have had an extra 4/3, but no matter how I do it, they can counter the 4/3, so it wouldn't have mattered. I'm not even sure we need the draw spell. Like, if we both just draw lands the rest of the game, I win very easily, right? And to be fair, I have a lot more lands in my deck than they do. They play, like, what, 20 lands? I have 25. So I'm more likely to draw lands than they are. Ooh, if they're in a position where they're tapping Sheoldred, that's really good for us. Okay, that's a spell. It's a very good spell. Some would say that is one of the spells of all time. Alright, I've been tapped. I'll play my land first, I think, to play around Lofty. I know that I might want to discard the land of Fable, but I feel like it's more important to play around Lofty. I've already gone through 1, but it is a card they could easily have in their hand. Okay, that's fine. They go to 8. Yeah, castle would be nice. I would accept a castle, but I think we have 2 castles in this deck. They're an 8 going to 6. They only have 3 power in play. 4 power in play. Not dead to a Lord, though. Lord puts us to 3. Right? Yeah, Lord puts us to 3. And we get to gain 4 life next turn. And they're only at 6. Alright, they're off it. Game 2. Event's not too bad. Hidetsugu's D's. I think these are not good. These are all kind of mid. I do quite like Duress. So Bussy's kind of awkward. I think Chariot's not great. It's like bad against counterspells and bad against the tapper. How many sweepers do I actually want against them? Maybe cut like the second Kroxa. Extinction Event is really... It's not even that good against them, to be honest, right? The problem with Extinction Event is it's a 4-mana sorcery against Mausoleum Wanderer. That's why I'm not even sure that it's that good against them. I don't think it's better than any of these cards. Maybe Glissa, but I think I'm just going to play 1 copy. Hidetsugu's a lot better because it's cheaper. You can't really afford to have too many 4-mana sorceries against this deck. It's the easiest wipe to beat. Yeah, exactly. It's also, like, they can split up their mana cost pretty easily. So they can play around it very easily. It's bad against Wanderer, like, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, same. I just want to kill all their stuff. Up the curve, too, you know. Alright, let's fire off Duress. I'll happily trade that for a Wanderer. Still taking their Obsession. It's the only... every time they have it in their hand, you want to take it. At least in my opinion. Shane MC, thank you for the 2 months. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good day today. Okay, Phantom is okay. So we know they have... This is the land that we knew about, right? Island, Snare, Protection, Phantom. Yeah, okay. So they have these two in one unknown draw step. I think I'm just going to main phase Power Word kill the Phantom. Yeah, make sure I target the Phantom. Wow, they don't fight over it. Interesting. They do have Witness Protection for the Glissa, which is kind of unfortunate, but hopefully we draw Fable. I think Fable's our best draw from this position. That's pretty good too, right? What if I just hold up my mana? No, I think I like Jamming Harvester. I know they're probably going to snare it, but I think I like Jamming Harvester here. Legitimate Glizzness person. It's not that legitimate, though. What about a legitimate Sheoldred? Very legit. Too legit, some would say. Too legit to quit. What's up, Fleck? How you doing, buddy? I really don't want to play Glissa into Witness Protection. Kind of want to just, like, do nothing this turn. Yeah. Go. If they play a Rattle Chains, I can blow them out. Moz trigger on the stack, Crusher the Rattle Chains, or any Spirit for that matter. I still might EOT fire off the Stomp, but I also just might wait. Like, we're hitting our land drops, and that's the most important thing, because we can eventually just fight through all their soft permission. So I can kind of just chill here for a little bit. I can take, like, 4 more damage from that Wanderer before I have to start doing anything. Yeah, I'm just going to chill. Could find, like, a Duress, too. Yeah, that works. Just no reason to do anything. The turn where I'm not going to hit a land drop, that's where I can start doing stuff. But I'm content with just playing Drago. Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah, just hit all your land drops. This is, like, the perfect play pattern against spirits. The legitimate Sheoldred is 7 mana. What about the 5 mana Sheoldred? Yeah, I mean, make them do something. If only I had a companion. If only I had a Gigantha to console me. Yeah, this is a fucking blowout. This is such a blowout. It's not legitimate. She's literally two-faced. Is it, though? Is that how that works? Supreme Phantom. Okay, so trigger on the stack. So that way they can't sack this to counter it. It's only a 2-2. See the 7 mana Omnath Glimpse deck. I did, yeah. It was the one that won the challenge, right? I think it was at Xenowan. That person plays Infinite Glimpse. Very, very good with the deck. Yeah, well, it's Omnath Glimpse, but they're playing the 7 mana Omnath. I could Fatal Push here, but should I Fatal Push? If 5 cards, one's a protection. No, I'll wait. I could take a couple damage. Because, like, they have to cast Witness Protection this turn anyways. And I feel like if they had an enchantment, they would have cast it by now. So if they draw an enchantment and they go enchantment into Witness, that's fine. You know, I'll just kill it eventually. Okay, Witness that. Is there some room in the dono queue? Tonight we're good, and next week we're good, and then the week after we already have 1 spot filled. Yeah, I guess I'll kill it now. So tonight's full, next week is full, and then we have 2 spots available for the week after. You can probably find it on Goldfish somewhere. Legitimate business person. The most legitimate Glizzy. Yeah, they're playing the 7 mana Omnath. 4 copies. Alright, a few too many lands. We do need to eventually draw spells. We're obviously in a good position, but... Is that the 4th Wander? Saw a request from Bart. Bart, what you got for me? Hey, that's a spell. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Hold, please. I meant to add it into the queue. There we go. How'd the Abzan deck do? We went 3-2. 3 deuce. Can you have 2 legitimate business people on the battlefield at the same time? I feel like you should only be allowed to have 1, you know? Because the first, like, you can't have 2, they can't be both legitimate. One of them would be fake, right? There's only one, you can only have 1 legitimate business person. Right, exactly. They're competing for legitimacy. Yeah, they should have give it legendary. What happens with the legendary super type? Oh, like if I drew a second Glissa there? I think you can have both in play. Right? Like if I have a legitimate Glissa and then an illegitimate Glissa, I can have both of those. But then what happens if I have a legitimate Glissa, I play another Glissa, and then... Oh my god! Wait, is this... Okay, this is... It actually came up. Is this right? Is this the right ruling? Wow, that's hilarious. I didn't know that. That's sick. Oh, man. This has to go to Twitter. This has to go to Twitter. Well, I guess I'll keep this, the untapped legitimate person. Choose a legitimate business person to keep. That is fucking awesome. That is so good. That is so good. Where's the crying face? Hold on. I need crying face emoji. There. Crying face emoji. The box. Doesn't change the super types, but it explicitly changes the names. You control... Yeah. No, I understand why it works, but I didn't know that was actually, like, the thing that happened. So, I die to a Lord if I don't kill one of their Wanderers. Yeah, if one of them wasn't legendary, it'd be fine. But I think I can wait, right? Yeah, I could just keep Stomp up. Right? Because if they cast a Lord, then I can kill one. Right? Well, I can't deploy second Bonecrusher because they just sack the one that I target. So, like, if I Stomp the Wanderer, there's no point in main phasing it because then I can't play the Bonecrusher anyways. They just sack it. Right? So I think this is still fine. Okay, I'll just go to 3. But this makes the business person lethal too, so... If they have one blocker, then we're fine. This song is dope. Nice vibe to it. Good choice, Bart. Yeah, it's turn 11, and they haven't played their third land yet. Turn 11, by the way. Stop pre-damage if they block Bonecrusher. Yeah, just so we can say that they died to the business person. They're thinking on the combat step. We are thinking on the combat step. This is just the greatest thing I've ever seen on Moto. Choose a legitimate business person to keep. Just that text box right there is so good. Def Jed, thank you for the 26 months. Greatly appreciate you, buddy. 26 months is a hell of a long time. Oh, okay. Oh. We don't get the legitimate business person kill, but yeah, legendary business person. What was the one word warning you got again? Dit. We actually have an emote for that. Doom. Can we get some dits in the chat? Dits out for Harambe. All right, JUND mid-range. To the surprise of literally nobody, we went 3-2 with JUND. I don't really have anything to say. We went 3-2. JUND decks go 3-2. I don't know. I got nothing. Chariot, like, the green splash was decent. Glissa's a good card. Chariot was good. We didn't play against the mirror match. I didn't quite get to see how that showed. This might have been a product of the matchups that we played against, but this card did not seem particularly good, so it might not be worth playing. But yeah, JUND 3-2. JUND, fine deck. Extremely, yeah, it just looks like a JUND deck. So they targeted Sheoldred. Yeah, they did, but it won't come back anyways because it phases. Like, if you phase something with a Witness Protection, it'll come back with the Witness Protection on it. I wonder if this card is good in Rectosac. I've been meaning to try that. Maybe we'll do that sometime next week. Rectosac with this card. We could try that. Burp, 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 burp.